Hello everyone, my name is John Barlow, Managing Director of Hub 62, the UK leader in sector-specific training and consultancy for the visitor economy. This webinar is a collaborative project between Fylde Borough Council, the visitor economy team at Discover Fylde and Hub 62. This webinar is supported and funded by the European Union. This short webinar will provide an insight into the current challenges faced by businesses across the UK hospitality and tourism sector, identify key initiatives that are driving the Fylde COVID recovery plan, and ascertain how Fylde hospitality and tourism organisations can address one of the rising expectations of customers and visitors, the experience you give them. I would like to start with who we are. Hub 62 are a Northwest training provider that delivers bespoke skills and training solutions to a wide variety of hospitality and tourism organisations. We have over 30 years experience of working in and with hospitality establishments. We deliver accredited and certificated qualifications, training courses, ranging from level 1 to level 7. We own the Welcome to Excellence franchise across Lancashire, Merseyside, Greater Manchester and Cheshire. Our accredited skills packages develop workforce knowledge and expertise to enhance the customer and visitor experience. We design bespoke and customised training courses that develop team performance. We also assist organisations boost profitability and revenue streams. And as part of our services, we help you identify areas of your customer experience that could be problematic and/or require improvement. The beautiful Fylde area is a key destination in the Northwest region. The customer and visitor offer you have is unique and one that drives footfall from across the UK and beyond, and is one that has continued to grow and develop over the past decade, with visitor numbers increasing year on year. Fylde is known for high quality hospitality establishments, great food, a scenic seaside setting, and a friendly welcome. This offer is further enhanced by the memorable experience you give your customers and visitors. You are part of that offer. To ensure this strong offer remains current, Fylde Borough Council have developed their COVID recovery plan to assist organisations emerge from the recent pandemic stronger and more focused than ever. The vision for Fylde by 2032 is as follows. Establish business forums that are proactive in developing community relationships that enhance the local offer and economy. Provide support for the local visitor economy network to grow the offer of Fylde and keep the area as a destination of choice. Every hospitality and tourism business across Fylde can play their part and become part of the growing discussions about how to maximise the Fylde offer. You are all a key part of that discussion. As we put the recent pandemic behind us, we cannot forget the lessons learned throughout the challenges and the impact on customer and visitor behaviour. Key issues experienced by hospitality and tourism organisations include difficulty in retaining staff and recruitment of new personnel, including the furlough scheme, which brought about a real change in operational practices. Customer confidence. This has been hugely affected and one that has caused a significant impact of footfall and repeat custom. Ongoing issues from the fallout from Brexit and logistics within the food and beverage supply chain. This has hindered the operation and offer of hospitality organisations. Being able to maximise the customer experience and how to sustain business in an ever-changing climate of consumer behaviour and buying patterns. The use of online platforms and reviews and feedback. This is crucial to sector survival and still needs to be embraced a lot more than it is. How you interact with your customers online has been one of the UK hospitality and tourism sector has led on in terms of flexibility of offer. However, the challenges for small establishments where technology is not embedded into the service still remains a current issue. Being able to access the business rates relief extension scheme is essential in allowing organisations to remain focused on boosting business and customer footfall. Further information on this can be found on www.gov.uk. The VAT reduction increase from 1st of April is an ongoing concern for UK hospitality and tourism organisations. You can support the campaign to lower the VAT rates for hospitality and tourism organisations by going to www.ukhospitality.org.uk. Information about this scheme is on the main page. And finally, the key strategy line from the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy for the hospitality and tourism sector focuses on reopening, recovery and resilience. As a sector, you will be used to ongoing business challenges, but it is fair to say that the past 22 months have been rough. Luckily, you have been resilient and are now emerging stronger and more equipped than ever. The impact of COVID to UK hospitality and tourism organisations is one that we cannot deny. Hospitality has been hard hit by the coronavirus pandemic, with bars, clubs, accommodation and food providers being the most affected by lockdowns and government restrictions. The figures from UK hospitality that you see on the slide are quite significant in any sector, but a customer-focused sector like ours is one that has bounced back quicker than most. Unfortunately, there were 88 million fewer visits to the sector in the third quarter of 2020. This figure has now started to decrease as consumer behaviour returns to pre-pandemic figures. 52% of hospitality organisations took part in the Eat Out to Help Out scheme during the pandemic, which was quite a significant uptake from any other government-led initiative. On a positive note, 55% of consumers said they felt safer in hospitality organisations than any other sector across the UK. Another key positive from the pandemic is the resilience of our sector. The digital switch had started to occur prior to the pandemic, but it is now fair to say that digital systems, i.e. booking tables, checking menus, leaving feedback, etc., are now much more heavily used by the majority of UK hospitality and tourism organisations than before. As I previously stated, the Eat Out to Help Out scheme initiative was significant in assisting the UK hospitality sector staying buoyant. This initiative aided survival for a large proportion of smaller food and beverage establishments across the UK hospitality sector and allowed customers to support their local economy. As you can see from the slide, over 52,000 businesses registered for Eat Out to Help Out. 849 million have been claimed through the scheme, providing discounts for over 160 million meals. The average discount per meal claimed for was £5.24. 55% of the discount was claimed by businesses operating primarily as restaurants, within a further 28% claimed by pubs. Areas with relatively lower levels of discount per meal include Blackpool South, Bristol West, Boston and Skegness, Birmingham, Ladywood and Isle of Wight, mostly coastal areas. Data from HM Revenue and Customs regarding the Eat Out to Help Out scheme shows a breakdown of the UK sector uptake, meals claimed and distribution of discount. Table 1 gives you the Northwest figure, where 6,342 establishments signed up to the scheme, significantly lower than anticipated. Figure 3 gives you the sector breakdown, not surprisingly restaurants being the majority share. Whilst figure 4 gives you the average value of discount per sector and the percentage of discount on sales. This breakdown may be something to reflect upon within your own establishments and how your customers responded to the initiative. If we move away from government statistics and focus our attentions on the customer and visitor experience, one that you can all look positively towards. Within hospitality, our primary objective is to meet customer and visitor needs and give a great experience. However, what we can often forget about is the service level we offer. It is crucially important that as we move into a new phase of customer care across the sector, we must balance the level of service customers expect from hospitality establishments and that of one we provide. As the middle of this graphic illustrates, this creates the customer experience, one that often informs and influences long-term loyalty, word-of-mouth recommendations, and feedback. Let's take a look at the national picture of service excellence. It is fair to say that for small and large organisations, the correlation between customer experience and revenue generation is linked. Customers will pay more for a service if they trust an organisation, trust they will get consistency, and remain loyal if that service improves over time. The UK satisfaction rating across the UK for service sectors in 2021, including hospitality, was at 77.4%, far off where we need to be and where customers want us to be. More recently, as things get back to normal, we have only seen a 1-point increase for the data in early 2022. This current level of satisfaction can help us plan for your own service improvements and think about your targets over the coming months. As you can see from the graphic, we have had a fluctuation over the years. This is down to economic impacts and the rising expectations of customers, which continue to rise. Other findings from the January 2022 data include the UK Customer Satisfaction Index is 78.4 out of 100, up 1 point compared to just over a year ago. Some of the biggest improvements are for satisfaction with complaint handling. Despite these improvements, 16.4% of customers experienced a problem, the highest rate ever recorded. Customer satisfaction has improved for experiences in all communication channels, especially for digital platforms. The number of customers who prefer to pay more for an excellent service has grown. Average customer satisfaction is at least 1 point higher than in January 2021 in 10 of the 13 UK CSI sectors, hospitality and tourism being one of the key sectors. Almost 60% of customers chose an organisation for at least one ethical reason. The leading ethical reasons for preferring an organisation are its focus on customer service, being a local company, and commitment to environmental sustainability. Further to the previous slide, and from research gathered over the previous 6 months, 61% of customers have stated that where they had seen an improvement in service, they felt more positive about an organisation. Moreover, 49% of customers interviewed stated they were much more likely to use an organisation again. This is really important. This is a really important picture for hospitality and tourism, as customer loyalty will lead to referrals and increased revenue. Trust and confidence is everything within service delivery, and it is imperative that you build this from the start with your own customers. Trust amongst the hospitality customer population is an ever-changing expectation and can often be affected by how you approach your service delivery. As the graphic states, only 35% of customers interviewed trusted the company they used. 29% felt happier knowing they had the support in place. Imagine for a second if we asked this of your own customers, what would the results be? I'm sure for you all, the percentages would be a lot higher. As part of the ongoing insight into customer expectations, hospitality and tourism organisations are now undertaking customer journey mapping. This is an important part of you setting out your goals and action plan for service improvements. This simple graphic highlights key points in the customer journey that can often be perceived as either pleasure or pinch points. Pleasure points, these are part of the customer journey that individuals find simple and straightforward, i.e. making a booking. Pinch points, these are part of the customer journey that individuals find difficult, i.e. speaking to a member of the team. You can easily overcome these pinch points through effective communication and your approach to the service you offer. Great customer service is about people, connecting with people, understanding people, influencing people, something which is all in a day's work for hospitality organisations. Overcoming pinch points are an integral part of what you do as a sector. To move our discussion forward, I would like to look at 4 key elements of service delivery. It includes the welcome, getting it right from the start, We use a model called 730 in our training, which helps your teams focus on those initial moments that create the wow factor. The offer. Knowing your customer and understanding the offer to them is essential in tailoring your products and services towards their needs and boosting confidence and business in the process. If you develop confidence in the customer with your products and service offer, there is more potential to boost revenue, repeat custom, and word of mouth recommendations. Customer experience. Meeting customer expectations is now not as acceptable as it once was. Customers now regularly want their expectations to be exceeded. To do this, you have to know and understand your customers, what they think, what they want, and potentially what they require in the future. Knowing your customers and having good product knowledge can help you exceed expectations by continually looking ahead to service improvements. This can also help you anticipate a customer's needs 3 to 6 months ahead. Long-term customer relationship building is a key aspect of successful service delivery. The departure. This is an integral part of the end-to-end service within hospitality. This is where you have the final opportunity to make conversion of a customer into one that is loyal and one that recommends your establishment to others, what we call the ripple effect. Incidentally, this is where a lot of hospitality organizations allow customers to leave without seizing the opportunity for overall feedback. This can be obtained by a variety of methods such as departing conversations, feedback forms, or signposting to review platforms. Whilst we consider the experience of customers and visitors, one key group that often experiences poor customer service is those with disabilities. To address this, an annual national initiative is Purple Tuesday, often run in November each year. This is a year-long campaign to change the conversation and experience for disabled customers within the services sector. Run by the company Purple, it has over recent years addressed major concerns about the awareness of disabled customers across the service sector and the experience they receive. Unfortunately, as the slides illustrates, 75% of disabled customers have received a negative customer experience from a range of organisations across the UK services sector. I am pleased to say that hospitality and tourism organisations always score highly in feedback to our sector. However, there is still a way to go to ensure each and every customer receives a tailored experience that meets and exceeds their expectations. For more information, keep an eye on www.purpletuesday.org.uk to get involved, and the date for this year's campaign, which is yet to be released. Every year, customer expectations continue to rise. This is why you as a sector continually need to address how you deliver your services. Using a 360-degree model of service excellence, one that changes with your customers' needs and expectations, your products and services, and one that links into ongoing staff development, will mean the difference between your customer service strategy staying ahead of expectations or falling behind. Those organisations that stay ahead of the customer expectations curve are the ones that reap the rewards. The current picture of customer expectations, i.e. what customers are looking for, want and expect within hospitality are efficiency of services delivered, creating that personal interaction, delivering an excellent service, not just a good one, and value for money. It is vital that you are aware of these and look at how your service delivery addresses these on a day-to-day basis, something we, Hub 62, can help you with. Striving for excellence has now become something that distinguishes the more successful hospitality organisations from others. From the hundreds of hospitality and service sector organisations we have worked with over the years, the ones who are most successful are those with a clear action plan that involves the whole team and one that is reviewed regularly. With the current picture of customer and visitor behaviour in mind, it is important that as we now leave the pandemic behind, but with valuable lessons learned, you get back to business and look to the future. Key things to take back to your teams could include Developing a set of brand standards that inform team expectations of what they need to deliver, i.e. crisis recovery. Listening to the customer and asking key questions about their experience. Staying flexible in what your offer is and how this evolves over the coming months. Ensuring you retain current standards of hygiene practice will further boost customer and visitor confidence. Using technology to reach other target audiences to increase footfall and bookings. Implementing a clear action plan that can set you apart from your competitors and one that enhances the customer and visitor experience. If we are to provide a memorable experience that customers will repeat and recommend to others, it is essential that you focus on 4 key main elements of service delivery. First impressions. The customer journey is an end-to-end experience, so the start and finish must be one that creates a positive impression and leaves a lasting memory. Communication. Face-to-face, telephone, and digital communication is all a part of what you do. Tailoring how you communicate to each customer will ensure you get your service message across. Connecting with the emotional aspect of customer service creates trust, confidence, and customer loyalty. Ensuring your communication channels are open, flexible, and tailored towards the needs of the customer is paramount. Using a variety of methods can help you engage with different customer groups and target markets. Exceeding expectations, now the norm. Enhancing the customer journey, exceeding and not just meeting customer expectations now needs to be your standard operating procedure. Resolutions. This is what we call service recovery or complaints back in the day. Let's be honest, we all make mistakes. This is what we learn from. However, in hospitality, mistakes in the customer service experience can often have a long-term effect on trust and confidence. Essential to any successful customer and visitor experience within hospitality and tourism is that of teamwork. If we look at key questions that can help us move our service from good to great, these can often inform your action plan. They may include how you can improve the first impression you make with customers and visitors, how you enhance your communication with customers and visitors, what personal connections can you make with customers and visitors, how can you make service enhancements in the overall customer visitor journey, the end-to-end experience, how you exceed customer and visitor expectations as the norm, not just now and again. Being consistent is key. How do you ensure you manage service recovery efficiently and professionally to the satisfaction of the customer and visitor? How do you make personal interactions within your service to create loyal customers and visitors? How do you go about embedding new practices into your day-to-day operations and continually action plan for greater success? Asking yourself these key questions can often assist you in focusing your customer service offer and taking things to the next level. Following on from key questions we should be asking as a sector, I would like to suggest some top tips to start this process off. Deliver that great first impression. Make it count from the start of the customer journey. Get to understand customer expectations, then exceed them. Be innovative in your approach to customers and visitors. Develop those linkage relationships with your customers through social media platforms and contact details. Implement a team customer service mission and/or vision, and always action plan for future success. New emerging themes coming out of recent customer research include the customer and visitor experience being the key to organizational success. Technology is now taking precedent over other communication channels. The digital switch continues across the UK hospitality sector. Trust is imperative in your long-term strategy for commercial success. COVID is no longer an excuse for delivering poor levels of service to customers and visitors. Customer expectations have taken a sharp rise. Standards now have to be better than before. Frontline staff are integral in creating those strong first impressions and ensuring the customer journey gets off to a strong start. Customers are now much more aware of the green agenda and the environmental impact of hospitality services, something you could build into your long-term strategy. So, the overarching question I want to leave you with today is, do we really know what our customers really want? Our live seminar at Ruby Hall Village on Tuesday, the 15th of March, will extend our discussions from this webinar and help you action plan for the future of your team and organisation. The focus of the session will be achieving customer service excellence, something as a sector you must all prioritise. The Discover Fylde Hospitality Seminar on Tuesday, the 15th of March is free to attend, and I would like to personally invite you and all to come along and join the discussions. If you cannot attend, please send along a representative to the session for further advice on what you can prioritise for the future. For those businesses attending, Hub 62 are offering a 50% discount on Welcome to Excellence training booked before the end of 2022. Please visit our website www.hub62.co.uk for full details, or send an email to John Barlow on hello@hub62.co.uk and use the numbers 6 and 2 in the email address, please. Finally, thank you all for listening. I hope you have found the presentation informative and something to think about. If you require further information from the Discover Fylde team, I have provided the details on the slide for you. If you want to get in touch with Hub 62 for an informal chat about how we can assist you with your customer service action plan or any associated training, please contact us using the Hub 62 contact details provided. You can also follow us on the various social media platforms to see what other things we offer. Thank you again for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and look forward to hopefully seeing you at the event on the 15th of March. Thank you, everyone. It has been a pleasure to be with you all today.